What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on Loud and Proud. I've got the wife here. We're about to be working on the second gen Longhorn project. I still don't have a name for it. Comment some down below. Don't be offended if I didn't think your name was a good name. They're all considerable. But just comment down below. I'm really trying to look for something that'll suit this truck. Today what the project is going to be getting the bed removed from the truck, because everybody knows that the frame on the truck is not rotted out. It's got no holes. It's not like losing big chunks of metal here when you rub against it. But it does need a bed off frame restoration in the rear end, at least with like getting off any little surface rust that is starting, getting it chassis savered so that it's sealed, coated and protected, and it'll no longer continue the cycle of rusting. So what we're gonna be doing right now is getting the bolts removed from the bed, taking the truck over to my parents where we have the tractor, getting the bed removed, setting it on pallets, and then getting the truck back so that it's ready for the next stages. Okay, everybody, so fast forwarding a little bit, we did get the bed off the truck. We're also at my parents' right now, and that's how we were able to use the tractor and stuff. But let me show you what we did here. So we got the bed off the frame, and again, when you look at this frame, it's really not that bad. It's got a little bit of scaling up on top here because I've been cleaning it a long time, but for the most part, it is not bad. If you guys remember the white 12 valve that I had, it had like Swiss cheese holes and all kinds of random little spots. Like, it was like not good. For the most part, this is just like dirty. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's dirty. It's got a little grime on it, some dirt up in here, some dirt down in there, but for the most part I don't think it's in bad shape. So I'm going to take the pressure washer right now, and I'm going to pressure wash all the cracks and crevices behind the tank, in the back end, in the front end, everywhere, up front, down low, everywhere I can get. Clean the truck up itself a little bit, clean the back up, and just see what we're working with. Again, just some like dirt, debris, a little bit of rust in there. But for the most part, I think if we clean this thing up and pressure wash it really good, I think we've got a really solid foundation to work with here. Very solid. And I did look down in the cracks and crevices all through here and all that jazz, and there is no like frame rot or holes or anything. Check up around the tank, nothing. It's so good. For the most part, the cab itself, no dents on this side at all. Hood needs replaced, like I said, but that's not a big deal. Fender over here is good. Door over here is good, except for a little rust down there. And then it's just got this one dent right here on the cab, and that's not even that bad. We are in pretty good shape. I'm actually even more excited about this than I was when we first got it, because this thing is turning out really, really nice so far, and it's gonna go so far in terms of a build and project. It's gonna give us so much content and so much to work with, and not to mention it's just such a solid truck from the get-go with just some ugly paint, and that's why it sat for so long. Nobody wanted to deal with the paint, but for what I bought it for $7,900, good buy. 125,000 miles, 5-speed manual with just a little bit of surface rust on the frame and a little dent on the cab that's fixable, a couple teeny tiny rust spots. Not too bad for a 124,000 mile 12 valve with a 5-speed in it. So anyways, guys, let's get to pressure washing this frame down real quick. Then once we're done, I'll show you something that kind of happened with the bed. Well, apparently my parents' pressure washer is not here. It's at their other place, but I want to show you something that I did to the bed that kind of sucked. If you look over here, I don't even know if you can, no, you can't even see it. It's too hard to see. Anyways, one of the bolts for the leaf packs in the back, one of the hangers for them, snagged on part of the bedside, and so when I was lifting the bedside up off the truck, it kind of bent it down a little bit. So that kind of sucks, but not much we can do about it. So anyways, we're gonna get back over to our house right now. We are back. It is the next day. We're in the shop with the second gen Longhorn project. Let's get to prepping the frame for some coating action. What I've done so far is remove the bed. I did spray it down with a hose, and then I kind of scraped off some of the little spots where rust was actually starting and got us a nice smoother surface there, but I'm going to have to do a lot more, so I'm far from done. And as you can see, like I said, I was scraping away at some stuff, and I did get a little bit of that flaky stuff off of there. I've still got a lot to do, but in reality, the frame is really not in that bad a shape at all. Like I said, there's no Swiss cheese going on. And I even looked back in here. You can kind of see if it'll focus down in there. If you can kind of see it focusing down in there, there's some dirt and some grime down in there. There's a piece of like metal right there. That's why it's all shiny. But there's no like holes or pieces of frame missing or anything like that. Show you back in here too, because this spot back here is notorious for going straight to crap on these. Other than those factory holes randomly, there's no holes, neither on this cross member either. Like I said, there's a lot of dirt on this. Like, just let me show you, for example, a lot of this looks really bad and crusty and dirty, but like some of this is just, it's just dirt that's just gonna rub off and spray off. So anyways, here we are. We're gonna get to prepping this, and I'm gonna work on doing a little bit of sanding, a little bit of just kind of like scraping some stuff off with kind of like it's actually like, I think like a spackle. And just kind of getting off anything that went off of it, getting the tire drop so it's out of the way, and then just getting it closer to where we want it to be. And then I'll show you just a little sneak peek with just a little spot of chassis saver, kind of like what we're going to be going for. Let's get to working on this a little bit more here and see how far we can get. So what my next step is going to be is getting all of the loose rust off the frame and blowing it off. But here's some of the carnage on the ground. Nothing terrible, but there's the side that has not been done for comparison. And this side's not, I wouldn't say done, but I got started on at least. And you can see the difference on how it's like more smooth and worked down all the way up to the cab. Just a lot cleaner. So what I'm gonna try to do really quick, my camera's about to die, is get a little bit of chassis saver on that side after I airbrush the loose rust off, just so you can see what it's gonna look like when it's all done. There we go. So we got a coating right here on the main section of frame, and just look how much better that looks after being sanded down. And in that spot, I sanded it down pretty heavy, but here's the not sanded down side at all. Kind of rough, a little bit crusty in spots, to the more smooth and sanded down side. And here's a spot that I really did, and then I coated it. 45 minutes later, I'm back. I had actually left my camera charger at my parents' property, plugged in at the barn, so I had to go back over there, get it. I am back here now. So anyways, we got a small section of the frame done in terms of sanding and chassis saver. Of course, I only did this one little section because I got this one section done really, really good. But the rest of it, I still need to make sure I go over, again, really heavy in terms of sanding inside of the frame, outside of the frame, get down in the cracks and crevices, pressure wash those out, get all that stuff. But I just wanted to show you a little sneak peek of like what the whole thing will look like when it's done. So here you go. Now this isn't like completely dry because, well, I just did a little bit ago. It is still just a little bit sticky, but it's drying pretty good. There's none came off on my hand. So anyways, this whole thing still needs sanded pretty good and whatnot, but for the most part, you can see where the parts are that we kind of sanded down versus like the inner right here that's not done, and like areas like right here that aren't done and down there, but comparatively a lot better. Same with the frame here. Here's parts that we did do, we sanded good, parts that we didn't yet, parts that we didn't yet. It's all turning out pretty good in terms of what I'm shooting for the end project of this truck. But of course, I want the whole frame to look good, you know what I'm saying, when it's done. So that's what we're going for. I gotta finish this up. But there's a sneak peek of what you can expect the whole frame to look like when it's done. That is gonna wrap it up in terms of the video for this truck, but also one more thing. You know how I said in a video down in the comment section about 4 or 5 days ago, I said, hey, you get this comment to at least 55 likes and I'll do a giveaway with the Chevy 1500 build. Well, I did that because ordinarily we don't get over 50 likes on a comment that I post down in the comment section. Well, it got like 180 some likes on it, so I'm gonna have to actually, the one where the guy said, hey, do a giveaway with the Chevy build because I really want that truck, and then I commented back to him, I said, well, if my comment will get 50 some likes, then I'll consider it. Well, it got way over that, and I probably set my standard really low. I just never usually get that many likes on comments in the comment section. But anyway, so the giveaway for that truck is live right now, and every $5 is 5 entries to win that Chevy 1500. Truck runs great, 170,000 miles, Chevy 1500, 4-wheel drive, runs really good, drives really good, sounds really good. Anyways, if you wanna have a really good chance at winning a truck, every $5 is 5 entries, and the giveaway is only 12 days long. This is a short giveaway because this is not like, you know, our big diesel giveaways that we do. This is just kind of like a little giveaway in between to kind of give somebody a chance to win a truck that maybe not many people are gonna enter for. Anyways, guys, information for that is down in the description below and also on the website. Go check it out. Thank you guys so much. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.